If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Hey, good afternoon, my good friends. You have Larry here, and welcome to Larry's Fountain Pen Zoom Pen Hangout, where my, again, special guest, Mike Green, will be here as our guest, and he's going to talk to you about a super special upcoming giveaway. So it's time to pay attention. So, Mike, come on in.
All right.
There's Mike.
Good afternoon, Larry.
Good afternoon. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Good. Good. I'm good. Now,
Good.
Mike is the new pen maker on the block, and now I believe he's been in it, what, 8 months?
I'm a veteran of 8 months now.
8 months. And I'm sure you're going to really love what you see, and it's kind of unbelievable. 8 months, and Mike is creating beauty as well as well-fine writing instruments. And like I've always said, you know, a pen can be as beautiful as you want it, and you can pay all the money you want for it, but if the heart's no good, in my opinion, the pen's no good, because the heart of the pen is the nib. So, you know, I've checked out Mike's pens from top to bottom, sideways, inside and out, checked the nib, feed, everything, to make sure when I tell you guys that he is a worthy custom pen maker, he is. So, and I always check the pen because I use him for a while and I write with him. And Mike's going to give you the rundown because he's going to tell you his complete story about his pens, his nibs, their journey. And so you'll know you're getting 100% Mike Green custom-made fountain pen. So Mike, it's going to be your turn. Take it away, sir.
Okay. Well, hello all. I'm basically, as Larry said, I've been doing pens for about 8 months. I've been doing kitless pens. I've got, you know, I haven't really made a lot of pens. I'm a new person to this. I've done about 50 pens now, 50 kitless pens. I've done a lot of kit pens as well, but I've been done about 50 now of the kitless pens, and you know, having a good time. I've been making pens that I would like. I've been experimenting with different designs, and if you've been following me on Instagram or in my website, you can go back and look back through time and see the progress I've made, and I've been very happy with it. Up to this point, I've been screening the nibs pretty carefully, and I do have a new change that I'd like to announce tonight, if that would be good. And I have decided that, you know, as I said, I've been screening the nibs and I've been doing pretty well. I think Larry's had a couple of my pens, and I usually will go through the nibs and pick out, like here I've got a handful of mediums. I'll look and try a nib, and I've had a couple times where I've tried the nib and gone, that's a little on the scratchy side. I mean, it's a writable pen, of course, but as Larry says, I mean, the nib is a big deal. I mean, that's, you know, the pen can look like anything, you know, but if the nib isn't working well, and I have a couple, I've bought a couple rather expensive pens where the nib was a bit disappointing. Okay, let's just say that. All right, it works, but it's just not what that kind of a pen should have. And so what I've decided to do is I've had some very good experiences, and with a fellow named Kirk Spear at Pen Realm. And so I've decided that from now on, my pens will just include tuned nibs from him. All right. So rather than me guess or look at it or whatever. So I just got a set of Yovo nibs from him, and they're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous, and they're consistently gorgeous. Not just, you know, the best one out of the batch is good, but they're all gorgeous. So I like that. I like the quality improvement and the sanity of that. So my decision was to basically move forward, and now all of my pens will have tuned nibs on them, and I'm also not raising my prices, so I will include that with the pen. So that's the big change.
All right. Well, that sounds good. Well, now we know about quality control, because that's going to be already automatically done when he has the nibs already tuned and checked out. And then I believe he checks them out himself. He writes with them a little bit, don't you?
Oh yeah, I always sit down and write a, basically kind of a personal letter. I'm not a big company where I have like, certificates and, whatever and whatever. So I usually write like a couple page, just a letter about the pen and thanking you for buying the pen, all that kind of thing, the usual kind of things. And it gives me a chance to try the pen out before it actually leaves, so I can see that the nib that's actually on this pen, whoops, this one got ink in it. The nib that's on this pen writes well. And that's been, like I say, that's been serving me well. But now I'm gonna start with tuned nibs, which will make this a lot more predictable for everybody.
Good, good. So now Mike has picked up his game. He wanted to make sure those nibs were in tip-top shape, quality control. So what does he do? He makes sure that they are tuned right. So he's having that done. So he's added clips. So you can buy a clip pen or a clipless pen. They do post. And now the nibs, major importance. He's taking care of that. So it looks like he's got all his bases covered. And they come with the converter as well. So now we're going to move on and talk about a giveaway, wasn't we?
All right. Now we've talked about it a couple times, and I know, we had a couple pens that Larry had reviewed, and our original plan had been to give one away in December and then one again in January, but we had a really good response, and we got a little over enthusiastic, maybe, shall we say. And we gave away both of the pens last time. Okay. Well, nobody complained about it. So
that was really hard. That was really hard for me to do, Joe. I didn't want to send them.
Yes, if you go back and watch the video, you'll see that we did chastise him a couple times because he would keep taking the pens and putting them into his pocket. All right. And so I think Mr. Announcer had to wait for him to go to sleep and then go get the pens away from him, from his fingers, so I can clutch them. What? Go ahead.
I have secret ways of doing that.
Okay, so Mr. Announcer had to go get them out of his clutched fingers while he was sleeping or something, And so he did get the pens, and so that left us with a little bit of a problem. What are we going to do in January? January 1st at noon, Larry's going to announce the winner. And so if you want to get in on this, it's very simple. You just send your name and address to Larry's Gmail address. Oh, shoot. Mr. Announcer, can you do that for me?
Yeah. LarryB0711@gmail.com.
Very good. So, and that'll be down on the notes here. And of course, it's Larry's normal address. It's very simple. You don't have to, you can do, of course, it'd be wise to subscribe, as well, but you don't have to. But just send that information to Larry with, probably a subject of, pen giveaway or something like that, so they can sort it out better. And you'll be getting a pen. Somebody will be getting a pen. Now you're going to go, yeah, what? Well, here we are. This is the pen we're going to give away.
Beautiful.
January 1st. Okay.
Woo! Yeah, very nice.
It's a very, I didn't make the blank. This is a blank from the Pensmiths, but I made the pen. Without too much, modesty or whatever, I think it came out rather well, Yes, I'm very happy with this pen. It's a one of my new runs. So it's, you got a lot of benefit of, all my 8 months of experience, right? And it will come with, as I mentioned a moment ago, it will come with a Yovo. We're going to put a broad nib on it, which, nice, broad, juicy line. And it will be a tuned nib too. So, and I am disclosing that this is not going to be an off-the-shelf nib. It'll be a tuned nib, like all my nibs are going to be.
All nibs are tuned already. He's having them all tuned.
Right. As I said a moment ago, I've just decided, let's up the game a little bit rather than have Mike, I had ideas that I was going to learn how to tune nibs and smooth them. And I just said, I've got too many things going on. I can't do all of these things. So I'm just going to get a professional. So I'm going to go with with Kirk at Pen Realm, and we're going to have him do it. Now, of course, the pen, like all my pens, it, comes with a converter, I usually throw in a couple cartridges just in case. I know sometimes maybe you open the package and you're like at your office, you don't have any bottles of ink, and maybe you're a bottled ink person, but you want to run it right now. So there'll be a couple cartridges to use with this as well, just in case you need them. You know, I usually use bottled ink myself. But anyway, so here's the pen. It is good to go, and it will be in. I'm sure it'll be in Larry's hands. I'm going to mail it to him tomorrow, so it'll be in his hands well before January 1st. So it'll be ready for us to send out. So that's what you're aiming for. So send your emails in now. There you are.
Okay, here's one thing about the giveaway that, well, two things. I think weren't we going to do a giveaway Christmas Day?
No, it was on New Year's Day.
A New Year's Day. I stand corrected. Okay, veto that. Next one. Now, we're going to do the giveaway live. It'll be right here on Zoom Pen Hangout. So this is very important. This is how the game's going to work. Okay, you're going to have to be on the watching the Zoom. That means you can be on live, or you can watch the video and make a comment. Okay, so that way you're in. So two ways. You're on it when we're live on Zoom, or if you're not able to get on Zoom for that day, you can still watch the video at your convenience and drop a comment below. It doesn't hurt to hit the like button as well. So then you will automatically send what I need to my Gmail address. We good? Is that very clear to everybody? And we all understand, right?
Right. Should they be sending emails to you right now?
You can if you want.
Yep. So, and I would do that. I would, if I were one of the people viewing this, I would send an email to Larry right now. Don't stop park your car responsibly if you're driving, pull over and do an email to Larry right now before you forget, because this is don't forget,
hit the like button. Seriously,
yeah.
The reason why we gave away 2 pens last time, because we had a whole lot of entries, more than usual, believe it or not. I was like, wow. I was telling Mike, we had a whole bunch of entries, and the most I've seen for a giveaway. And what do you think about giving the other pen away? Which I didn't want to give the other pen away. And he said yes. So that took care of that. So they're gone.
Right. And again, if you can watch the video live, that would be great. It would be great to have a lot of witnesses watching to make sure that Larry doesn't put the pen in his pocket. And
that's right.
And walk away.
So what are we getting? Okay. So what are you buying here? Really? Okay. Mike orders the, he doesn't make, he makes the pen, right?
Right.
But you order the what, Mike?
I ordered the blank.
All right, he ordered the blanks,
right.
And then
I make I basically take the blank here. I'll tell you, I'll grab one real quick. Here's what a blank looks like when it comes to me.
Right.
I buy it from, there's a lot of people. This particular one was bought from the Pensmiths. This is one of their blanks as well. And so it's a Lumalite, resin material, and they have put dyes and pigments into it. And sometimes you can usually see from the outside what colors are there, but you can't necessarily see what the patterns are really going to be when you get down into the interior of it. And so what I do is I take this blank, and I'm going to grab the pen here again, and I will cut out pieces. Here, I'll just do the cap. So I will cut a piece out of this for the cap, for example, and the barrel would be right next to it. And so I'll cut those 2 pieces out. And so I'll have a square piece a little longer than this. You want to give yourself a little spare room, And then I cut that and I put it on the lathe and turn it, make it round. I drill out the interior for the cap so that the nib has a place to go, right? And there's threading on the inside. There's other pieces here that connect together, that thread together and hold the clip. So all these things are made by hand on the lathe, with various tools, right? And so that you make all these, I make all these pieces. Actually, I end up making, for these pens, I make 4 pieces. I make a piece here for the main body of the cap. I have a little end piece here that's the part that holds the clip on. And then likewise, I make the barrel, which is the other end of the pen. Those two are matched together. And likewise, it's hollow like all pens, and it's threaded on the inside and out to connect up to its pieces. There's the section right here, which is also, I like to make these out of the same material. Personally, I like it when it's all the same material. Some people make, I have a couple pens where I've made like a black section, which contrasts with the other pieces, which is a nice thing too. And if you're talking to me and you want to make a custom pen, you can tell me what you want to do, but so I can make all sorts of different things if you order a custom pen. And of course, what happens then is then the nib unit threads into this end, the converter or the cartridge just plugs into the back side of that. And there you are, you have a pen. This is pretty much standard construction, right? But all these little pieces, these pieces here are all made by hand, starting from this block of plastic, block of aluminite. So is that clear enough? Is that a good description? I don't want to go on too far. I can go on for a while. And I think as Larry is mentioning, as time is going by, I'm learning more and more about this. I talk to other people and I watch instructions and look at the process. Just like as we were saying, I'm always trying to improve things a little bit. Going to tune nib, I think, will really help. I have not had anybody get a bad nib so far, but I just don't want that to happen. I want, when you get this out, when you open this up, I want the nib to be a dream. I want it to be smooth and the lines to be, there are no hard starts or anything like that. Or I mean, as good as it can be. And I want this nib to really make you happy. So that's why we're improving it. So.
Wow, we've come a long way again. So,
yeah, always moving forward.
Did you have some pens you wanted to show what you've been doing?
Well, there's a, if you're like me, how can you say this politely? I'm sort of a fountain pen snob, sort of. I don't want my other pens to hear this, but the fountain pens are really my favorites, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want the other ones to know, but there's a lot of other really good things out there. I mean, there's a lot of, so I started out doing a lot of kit pens, and I still like them a lot. So like, here's one, this is a steampunk themed pen. And basically I make the body part of it here, but the metalwork is part of this kit. And I think it's just a fun pen. I mean, I think it's sort of what Larry has said before. I've heard him say it, yes, there's the, whatever, I'll throw out some names like Visconti or, Pilot or Sailor, King of Pens. There's some higher end pens, but also there's things like the Preppy, and like these little ballpoint. This one happens to be is outfitted with a gel refill. It can be a fountain pen, or I'm sorry, ballpoint or a roller ball or a gel pen. But these are just fun. To open this pen, you click the little handle here, and now the tip is out, and there it went back in. This is just a fun pen, So I like these kind of pens too. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I think another thing I've been doing, of course, I don't know if a lot of you this is kind of a neat showcase too. I have I missed it 2 years ago, but this year I managed to get it on the Inkvent calendar. So I bought one. Actually, I bought it at the Chicago Pen Show. And I don't know if any of you have done that, but I'm doing my faithful Inkvent calendar here. I open a new bottle every day, and I've been inking pens up with it. And so here's a bunch of pens that have been inked up. So all sorts of fun. Yeah, fun things. Lots of fun pens.
Yes. So now let's go again. I know we've said this many times, but let's say it again, because people still ask, well, I can't find you, Mike. Where are you at? And why don't you have this or that, and website and selling, and how can you make it easier, and all this stuff they ask me. So Mike, I'm going to let you do the honors and explain it again.
Oh, sure. Well, I do have a website. You can go to it, and it is not a fancy e-commerce site. So, but it will show you. You can go through and look at all the pens And if you want, you can click on the contact Mike, contact me on the button on the bottom, and you can tell me, and you'll email me, and then we can talk about things or however you like to do it. The name of that website is mikespenfun.com. That's MIKES, Mike's Pen, PEN, Fun, FUN.com, mikespenfun.com. So you can get to me with the website. And you can also, I'm also on Instagram, and Instagram is if you haven't tried it, it's a great way to, there's a lot of people on there that sell their pens, and you'll find a lot of people there, a lot of good people. On Instagram, I'm MIGHKE42. So again, Mike 42, but it's a misspelled Mike, MIGHKE42. And you can follow me on there, or you can just watch the feed. And also you can just if you see something you like, you can send me a message, do a message to me, and you'll get information to me that way. Either way, I again don't have a commerce site where you can just put things in a cart like on Amazon and say click buy it now. We have to exchange. You have to tell me what you want and everything, and we can work that out. And then, but I do take PayPal and of course all major credit cards, yada yada yada. So I can find ways for you to pay me, but it's pretty straightforward. PayPal has been working for most people. That works really well. It's been pretty smooth. So if you need to, you can also text me. I'll tell you what, I'll give you my phone number. It's 612-812-1674. And texting is easy. If that works for you, you can just give me a voice call. I know there's a lot of people out there that are not very electronic. Although, how are you watching this on YouTube? Never mind. But if you you can go ahead and just call me on my phone too, or just text me, whichever works that way.
Now here's another one for you.
Okay.
A sticky one. And I remember we were on Zoom one time, and one of the viewers was asking because he was interested in making him I think a barrel and a cap to fit one of his nibs. I forgot the young gentleman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's again, now if you're buying one of these pens, or if you win this pen, it comes with a Yovo number 6. And it's a steel nib on this one, and it's a gold colored steel, and it's a broad. It's gonna, like I said, we're just setting that up. Just it's easier to do that than try to go through a lot of interactions. But if you change your mind, or if you buy one of my pens online before I've sent it out into the world, I can change that. So I have each pen internally. It can only fit one kind of nib. So I have Bach number 6. And Yovo number 6. And if you look at the pens online, either on my website or in Instagram, it'll tell you which one of those it's set up for. All right. And within that, though, I can put any size that's available by that manufacturer. So like with a Yovo nib, I can put in a extra fine, medium, broad, 1.1 stub and a 1.5 stub. On the box side, pushing my memories, but it's extra fine, medium, broad, and extra broad in some of them. And also on the Yovo side, I've got the stainless steel, the polished steel, or the gold. And on the box side, I have the gold, the rose gold, the stainless steel, and oh shoot, I lost it. One more. Darn it. Anyway, I've got several of the finishes available, and we can pick out which one you like and which width you like. If you and in a couple cases, I've made some fancier pens, which can be made to fit anything. I mean, when I'm doing a custom pen, of course, I can make it to fit whichever one you want. When I make a pen like this, this one here that we're giving away, it was made when I made it. I just chose to make it for a Yovo number 6. But if I'm making a pen, custom, we can decide what it'll be. And I was experimenting recently with Bach number 8s, and Bach number 8s are bigger nibs. I don't happen to have a pen with a Bach number 8 nib in it, but it's a bigger nib, and of course some people like that. The only problem with Bach number 8s, they're big, but they're also only available in gold and titanium. So They're expensive, but I mean, that's easy. I mean, I've done a couple of them, and actually I did a set of them, a set of pens, and I can also do this for you too if you want. If you're doing a custom pen, I can go ahead and while I'm at it, just like I did with this one, I took this matched material and made a section that fits Yovo number 6. If you'd like, I could also make a second one that matches and everything that is Bach number 6 or Bach number 8. Those are the 3 nib types that I've worked with so far. You know, it's a matter of, you know, how you configure, how you machine the inside of it to what it'll fit. But so I haven't made things that would fit, say, like a Sailor, you know, 21K nib, you know, one of those kind of nibs. Technically, it's possible. I just, like the Sailor nibs, you can't really buy the nibs separately. You have to sacrifice a pen or find one off, you know, spared somewhere. So, but I can buy these nibs, you know, loose and then put them on the pens. So there you go. Is that good?
Okay, now how about shipping? Because we've had people that, again, been wanting to know, do you ship out of the U.S.?
Well, you know, by all means, talk to me about it, and we'll work it out. I mean, there's a, you know, I will definitely, you know, ship them. It's just a question of where you are. In the U.S., it's pretty simple. I just put them in one of those priority boxes, and they go, you know, for $9 or whatever it is, and they go anywhere in the United States. That's easy. But outside the United States, it'll be just a matter of, I have to figure out what the shipping situation is for your country.
You know, I was looking the other morning.
I'll take care of that.
I think it was like $35 to ship it outside.
It varies from place to place, and there's different you know processes. But I will, you know, if someone comes to me and says I want to buy one and I'm wherever, I will work out with them how to get it to them. Definitely.
Okay.
So far, no one's ever asked me for one outside the U.S. So all you folks that are out of the U.S., you know, you need to step up here and get me some experience at shipping.
It's time.
I'm willing to do it.
I know people in India have been asking.
Okay, well, I can look up in India and start looking at what it takes to get to there. But the best way to do it is to ship one there and get it there.
Okay. Also, the UK has been asking.
Okay.
And there's one more. I don't know if it was Spain or Germany. One of the two.
I'm hunting for my phone. I don't, but I do buy supplies from the UK fairly often, and I've had pretty good luck with receiving things from the UK. So
yeah.
I imagine I could send things back the other direction across the Atlantic here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mr. Mike, anything else you like to add?
Well, I think there's one more little detail that we should probably mention here, and that is for Larry's listeners. If you tell me you listen to Larry, you get a 15% discount on all products. Okay, definitely worth thinking about. Now, we've teased a couple times in videos recently that there's a secret code. All right, and we won't tell you. No, actually, I'll tell you. Okay, it is Larry 49. Larry 49. Now, you know what? There have been very notable people that have forgotten that secret code. But if you can convince, you know, if you tell me you've listened to Larry or whatever, actually Larry's name, just Larry, is the secret code. All right. At least
when I last remembered it was.
Yeah. So Larry 49 is like the super top secret code. But
it is.
If you just say Larry, we'll make it easier for you. I'll honor just Larry. Okay. Just mention that you've heard about this on Larry, and you get a 15% discount.
And the pens that you buy are secret pens. They do secret things.
Okay. They're very secret, I guess.
Yes. I can't tell you. Only the pen will tell you.
Oh, I get it. I can't tell you either then. Yeah, I can't tell you. Yeah. It's all secret. Yeah.
Secret. Yeah. This is the secret Zoom.
Yeah,
we're really not even here. This is in your imagination.
Yeah, but you know, at least at the very, you know, just as a cover, they do write though.
Well, yeah.
That's the cover story. They write, you know, write on paper.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, anything else? Yeah.
Have I forgotten anything? I think I've got everything.
Don't ask me if I've forgotten anything. I don't even know.
How about you, Larry? What have you got for us?
Well, okay. What I got for y'all is I forgot. But anyway, so let's see, what we're going to be announcing, Mr. Announcer, officially, give him a visual there. When? Christmas Day?
No, January the 1st.
Again? What happened to Christmas Day?
Mhm.
Where's Santa?
We'll get him on Zoom too. I guess.
Everything's on January 1st.
January 1st. So, okay, I'm really wondering now, when are we going to do it on January 1st? Is there going to be a,
Well, we can do it in conjunction with the giveaway.
okay.
Heard that?
Okay, so actually then, boy, noon, January 1st, you got like big things going on. And
Yeah.
you're definitely going to want to watch that. I'll be there, of course. But,
And you'll probably be scary too. Real scary. Yeah. Ooh.
okay.
Scary.
Okay.
You're going to see Mr. Announcer.
Oh,
God.
okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, even I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
it's I don't even want to think about it. Okay. But people have been asking this and that, and it's funny, but we've been holding it out since 15, 16, 17, 18, almost 8 years. So
Wow.
it's time. Yeah.
finally, we get to see
Yeah.
him.
I know.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Now his skin may be stuck and rolled down, so but
Whatever.
so I know I'm pathetic, but I don't care. Anyway,
All right.
so
Yeah.
anyway, anything else, Mr. Mikey?
I think
Money Mike! Go ahead.
I think we've covered it, haven't we?
Okay, so let's go back to before we hang up, and Mike
Okay.
has a freak out here. Don't do that, please.
No.
So whatever. Okay, so I'm starting to freak.
Yes, calm
Okay.
down.
Calm down. Hey, gotta come down to calm down. Okay. Back on Prozac. Anyway, so not really. On your ballpoint pens. All right, now remember, ballpoint pens, rollerball pens, or gel. You have that option.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
And I will be reviewing those pens when they get
Right.
here.
Yep. Larry will be reviewing this pen. He'll be reviewing another. We've got a couple ballpoint pens going to him right here. These two will be arriving shortly to you. Oh, there goes the surprise, Larry. But anyway, there they are. They're going to be on their way. He will have them. He's going to review these. At the moment, when they're stocked, they have ballpoint refills in them. These are Parker refills in these cases here. These are both Parker style refills. But you can replace the Parker style refill, a ballpoint, with either a roller ball or a gel. And Larry has requested that gels be installed in these two. So, and when you're buying any of these from me, if you don't want the refill that it comes with, be it a ballpoint or a roller ball, some come with roller ball stock. Just tell me if you want something else, and I'll just swap it out. All right, so you can get whatever you want. And so Larry's going to have these two to play with. He already has one that's a roller ball, and we'll just see what he thinks of the differences here.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that one. Okay, let's move on. So anyway.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Forget there were no other pens. Larry has no other pens. Let's forget those.
You might hear on an old video that the rollerball that I currently have in my possession, it can't be given away or it can't be sold because I need to do them for update reviews.
Oh, okay. So like these pens can't leave Larry's possession until he has completed the reviews, and that may be a while. I guess I see how this is working now.
No, he thinks I'm no. See, I know where you're going with that. No. You can buy those pens. How much did those pens cost?
Okay, most of the ballpoint and pens like this are $50 for these kinds of pens.
And the other one?
And the other one is a bit fancier. It's a bit more expensive. This one's like $90.
Beautiful pens. Yeah.
You can see there's a little bit more going on in this kit than. And
is that grass or what kind of?
It comes if you look on my website or on my Instagram,
okay.
It comes in different finishes. This particular one is antique pewter and antique brass. It's a beautiful
very
brass
nice
combination. Yeah. And all of them there's nice. There's several different finishes you can get. And of course, if you're ordering one custom, I could make it whatever's available. This here is a gold, of course, And it has a striking family resemblance to the pen that Larry doesn't know where it is.
Yeah, I can't find it.
The one that's
It's
disappeared. Yeah,
yeah.
but it was similar to this one, but I think it was a different finish, but it's
Yeah.
similar.
Now let me explain to people, because I know how people will react. I don't like ballpoint pens, gel pens, blah blah blah. Okay, well that's cool. I can dig that.
Right.
I understand. I hear you. But these are for the people who likes these types of pens. You know, we all are different.
Right.
And so some of us like fountain pens, some of us like a ballpoint, gel, right, and the rollerball. Well, I like all of them, you know, because I do use them. I have a ballpoint pen or a gel pen sitting on my desk. Sometimes when I don't use labels, I may write on the envelope, and I need that ballpoint pen to write on that envelope so it won't wash away accidentally or fade away or move. So that's why. But anyway, we have people that still like them, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, more power to the people that like what they like. You know, so and I'm not knocking it. So,
yeah,
but
neither am I. Like I said earlier, I kind of you know, it's sort of like, you know, a lot of things. Well, I only like, you know, gold nibs, and you know, that's all fine. But I mean, and that all can be done. Here's some other ones I've done recently. I don't know if I can admit this, but I know somebody who's a cheesehead. Okay, a relative actually, and they wanted a Green Bay Packer pen.
Oh my God, look at that.
Okay, if you look at, and this is a kit pen, you know, but it's in the Green Bay colors, of course.
Beautiful, yeah.
All right, it has a little football on the end, you know, it's got the yard line, you know, on the middle. It's got somebody running with a football as the clip. And it's got a little stadium on the top. You know, this is fun. I mean, may not be what I would carry around to write with, but somebody really wants this pen. So, you know, everybody has their fun things. And of course, that was a cheesehead. I had, you know, I live very much in the middle of Vikings territory, so I had to make a Vikings pen too. I made a couple of each. So a couple of these are available if you're into this game called football. Yeah, right. I also had somebody ordered this at the Chicago Pen Show when I was there. They wanted a tennis pen. So here's a pen with an inlaid tennis racket and a tennis ball. Again, they wanted a ballpoint or whatever, roller ball, gel, whatever. This can be any of those, but they wanted this tennis racket on there. So there we go, tennis pen. And
here's one thing that you haven't really touched base on much. A mechanical pencil.
Yeah, I have
because
actually.
There's people out there that like, you know, pencils and mechanical pencils.
Right. Yep, I have some queued up. I have some mechanical pencils that are going to be that'll be arriving soon.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
All right. So here's what we have. We have my custom pen maker, but not only does he do custom made fountain pens, but he also ventures out to ballpoint pens, roller ball pens, gel pens, and he makes them just like you see them, which is pretty cool. And then again, the nibs are tuned to the fountain pen. That's really a deal breaker there, at least for me. I mean, it's like, because I'm always really wondering, am I going to get a good nib, a decent nib? And I get good nibs. So, you know, I mean, they may have a few little icks and bicks in it, but I like mine just smooth and not scratchy. I'm just very picky on the nib, just very picky. So, and then later, not now, much later, I'm going to no, bad words, bad choice. I am going to maybe inform everybody of what Mike and I are doing secretly.
Yes. We have well, we've already given you the top secret password for discounts. Well, there's another, you know, circle of trust, whatever. There's the top secret, and we're not disclosing that quite yet.
Yes. So can't say anything, and it may take 3 months, 5 months. I don't know, but it's top secret.
Yes.
And it's got to be top secret.
Yes.
Because this is top secret, at least to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And mine's going, yeah. So anyway.
You've disclosed that there's something that exists that's top secret. You've already given away something.
It's all, well, the image has already existed out there in the universe. And it's just like you're picking out the stars, put it all together, you know. Wow. So, okay. So there you have it. So what do you think of today's show? I think it had a lot of very important information. It was very detailed by Mike. I think he gave everybody all the facts they needed. So he broke it down again, so everybody that maybe kind of missed it like me, but understand it this time like me. But don't forget, tomorrow's a new day for me. Okay, so but anyway, if I didn't think that Mike Green was a worthy candidate, I wouldn't be pushing his pens. I'm not saying like if a person wanted to come on that has just started to make pens, you know, their first week or 3 weeks or a month, I wouldn't have, and I would love to see how they progress and how quickly they progress. Yeah, but everybody would get my backing, you know, as long as they're showing the enthusiasm and the want to do this. You know, here's a pen I made last week. I may make another one next month, you know, stuff like that. But you know, because it takes dedication, and you pen makers out there, y'all know that it takes dedication to do this stuff. You didn't get there by fly by night, by no means. Nobody knew your name when you first started. No way. You're just another star up there in the galaxy, just floating around. So this is why I'm doing this with Mike, because you know I'm truly confident in his work, and he does just extremely great work. You're not going to go wrong with a pen. So Mike, any last words?
Well, I appreciate your kind words there, Larry, and you know, let's have fun and make pens and do some writing and enjoy ourselves.
Well, okay. Well, I guess that's going to do it for today. Until next day, my good friends, take care. God bless. Have a great, safe night. And tomorrow is Christmas Eve day. So be ready for Santa. And if you have any pens, send them to me. Okay. All right. Goodbye.